Doesn't have to be a cheap cardboard coaster. Um, but what it does have, but what it does have to be is come with me as I explore London for the first time with my friend Matthew. Watch as I review musicals, the differences in culture, and see the sights through a new perspective in a way only I know how. So as you all know, I just got back from the UK not too long ago, and one of the things on my bucket list was to have a meal at the Prada Cafe. It was something I've wanted to do ever since I saw Hannah and her channel review it. I wrangled my friend Matt to come with me. We made a reservation. I took a bunch of video. I am going to show you what I can show you. First off, outside looks just as beautiful as it did in her video. As we kind of walked up to it, it kind of had that air. There was an exterior entry from the street, and there was also an entry right inside Harrods, which is an amazing, huge, high-end department store right there in the heart of London. So I was very excited for this because a lot of high-end things are my speed, not so much Matt's, and we talked about that while we were there. But I called in advance. We had made a reservation. I had spoken to them and said, hey, I'm going to be filming in here. Just wanted to make sure that was okay. We went over what equipment I was going to be using, and they were like, go for it, have fun. I know it wouldn't have been a problem because I've seen other YouTubers record inside here, but when we got here, this is exactly what happened. So as you see, we're kind of walking in. We give them our name. We were there on time, if not a couple of minutes early for our reservation. We started walking in. We pass a bunch of empty seats on the left, and we go back to a small room. Great. However, this room was packed. Like, we're talking Cheesecake Factory packed. And if you're not familiar with the Cheesecake Factory, the way their seating is, we were sat at a two-top, and to our right was a four-top, and to our left was, I think, another four-top or a two-top, and it was full. The whole little room was full. But it was so packed, I had to, like, scooch in sideways to get to my seat. I'm sure my butt almost went into someone's breakfast. Great. People had to move their bag out of the way because they just put their bag right next to them, and it was still in the way of the people sitting next to you. It was very close quarters. So we sat down and we were looking at the menu, and I thought, no. If you're going to do this for one time in your life, you're going to make the most of it. Comment down below if you agree with what I did or not. I excused myself, went over to the hostess. I introduced myself very politely, and I said, hey, just so you know, we're filming here. We got permission to film, and there's a lot of people back here, and I don't think they'd appreciate that. Do you have anything a little more private? Now, this is something that I have done in the past in other places. I did it at the Olive Garden when Matthew and I went to the Olive Garden, giving him his first taste of the tour of Italy, I guess. And they had no problem doing it for us there. I know this is Prada. I get it. We're in the UK. I'm an American. Totally understand that. But she was nice enough to say, well, if you'd like, I guess you could sit over there in that area. We don't have a server over there, so it may take a little while to get a server to you because she's busy back here. Fine. We're fine. We're not in a rush because I want to luxuriate in this whole experience. I was so excited to be there. Anyway, it didn't matter. Now I'm going to pop up the menu. We ordered, it was only breakfast / brunch. When we got there, we had a 10 a.m. Reservation. And it was pretty much right around when they opened, actually, and it was still packed by the time when we got there. So first impressions were it was the high-end snobby place you would expect it to be. Now, a lot of people aren't into the whole luxury brand. It's just not their thing, as the case with Matt. Not so much for me. I love it. I am there for it. I am a Fortnum and Mason snob. I have a video of unboxing my hamper. I will link that down below. So here's the menu for their breakfast / brunch, I guess, situation. I wanted to try something a little different that I normally don't eat, so I ordered the avocado toast. And Matthew's a super eater, as he calls himself, which basically means he eats a lot of beige food. Nothing too exciting, so he ordered the bread basket or bread assortment and a side of bacon. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so food is here. Okay, I am impressed with the ice. I don't know why. Sounds silly. So we both got the peach iced tea. And here is my avocado toast on my Prada plate. Straighten out. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hi. There we go. So we do have that. Your bread.
And a plate of bacon.
Did they cut off the? They cut off the crust.
Good. I'm not a great fan of the crust.
Well, there you go.
So that
and
is quite
you have
impressive.
a side of bacon.
Side of bacon. Which just makes me just seem like I'm incredibly unhealthy because I was given a plate of bacon.
Plate of bacon and bread.
Yeah.
And
the
your
bread was
jams.
put in the middle as if we're sharing the bread, and then it's got yours is just bacon. Jams. Yeah.
And let me remind you of the prices, which are in pounds. I will tell you, you are paying for the name. 100% for this food. There was nothing extraordinary about it. It was good. Mine was good. Don't get me wrong. All right. So that was breakfast at the Prada Cafe, and I know you are not a breakfast person. So, but you wouldn't say no to bread.
No, that bread was pretty good.
Or bacon.
Yeah, it was alright.
Good. I just checked out some of the pastries. Look really nice. The art is great. They're supposed to stay refrigerated, so it's not like, and they don't ship from here. If you wanted to, you'd have to purchase yourself, find a way to ship it over to the States, but that's okay. I don't know. They had about 55 pounds for these pastel eggs over there that look kind of cute. Cream-filled eggs. But I think overall this was a success. Avocado toast was very good. Again, you're paying for a name, you're paying for the convenience. Can somebody do this on their own at home? Absolutely, and I think I might. This is like inspiration to bring a little bit of the UK back to the US. But since I have been home for the past week or so from the UK, I have recreated this meal 2 times for like pennies on the dollar compared to what they charge. Which is kind of what you expect, but I mean, when I'm going out to eat somewhere, I don't know about you, but I want to order something that I normally couldn't get at home, but there was nothing else on the menu that I was like super wowed about. So I went ahead and ordered the avocado toast. Sounds bougie, right? And then I went up to the counter and started looking at all of their little desserts. Unfortunately, I did not get anything from there. They were a little on the expensive side for what they were. B, they had to be refrigerated, and I knew we would be out the whole day anyway, so I didn't take anything to take home with me, except, do I have it here? I should have this here. Where did I hide it? I did take something from the restaurant. Shh. Here it is. Don't tell them. This is so ghetto, people. This is such an American thing to do. I took the paper coaster. Yes, I did. I took the coaster that they would throw away anyway. It's hard cardboard. The color palette there was amazing. I will say there was a lot of inspiration to be had there. But is it worth it? I'm thinking not. You could recreate that whole scene and ambiance in your own dining room. Is that something you would do? Because I like to do things like that. I like to take pieces of my vacation and places that I've gone and the culture and something about it and bring it back with me. It doesn't have to be a souvenir, so to speak. It doesn't have to be a cheap cardboard coaster. But what it does have to be is it has to be doable and to give you that feeling again when you get home. So, yeah, have you gone to the Prada Cafe? Is it somewhere I'd go back to? No, at least not for breakfast. Maybe next time I'm going to try the Blue Box Cafe, which is the Tiffany one right there in Harrods as well. I had the choice. I chose Prada. I own some Prada pieces. I do like the brand Prada. So, yeah, that's why I went with Prada. Do I regret it? No, I do not. It was an experience. It's something I could tell you all about, which is great, right? So I hope you enjoyed this. There's so many more UK adventure videos coming your way, my way. We're going to do it all again. So until next time, I will see you very, very soon. Please like, subscribe, do all the crazy things. Let me know what you think. Did I get ripped off? All right. I'll talk to you soon. I've rambled on way too long already. Love you guys, and I'll see you later.